Hello, fellow lightworkers and spiritual warriors. Welcome to the October 2023 edition of 5D Messages from Mount Shasta. I am Dr. Christina Samesha, intuitive guide and author. I have been posting monthly podcasts of channeled messages from Mount Shasta, root chakra of the planet, to inspire and support fellow lightworkers as we shift into a higher state of consciousness. Please sign up on my YouTube channel to receive my latest podcasts. You can also visit my website, Christina Psyd, that's Christina with a CH, PSYD, for more information regarding this collective evolution we are experiencing, as well as information regarding my book, The Journey of Discovering Inner Peace, which has many valuable tools that can be helpful in navigating this challenging yet amazing time. We are starting off October on the tail end of some pretty intense energy as we head into eclipse season. It appears as though October is likely going to be a powerful month. We exited September with some intense energy, which peaked on the super full moon in Aries towards the end of the month. For the whole month of September, we were in a retrograde storm, which means that most planets were in retrograde at the same time. I'd heard from many lightworkers that this was a very difficult time. Personally, I was pretty surprised that I navigated the energies fairly well. I was not feeling triggered as I have in the past. However, the intensity of the energy was palpable. When Mercury stationed direct mid-month, the energy seemed to have changed. Instead of breathing a sigh of relief, the energy seemed to have ramped up, which I was really not expecting. From then on, there seemed to have been an increasingly unsettled energy, which left many of us feeling exhausted and experiencing difficulty sleeping. Leading up to the equinox on September 23rd, there was speculation that some catastrophic event would transpire, but I wasn't quite feeling that. However, I do feel as though there'll be another contraction in the 3D matrix this fall, probably this month. Nonetheless, nothing catastrophic occurred on the 23rd, but we did experience an influx of some new intense energies, which only seemed to intensify as we approached the super full moon in Aries. All of this made the last week of September quite challenging. I personally had a very difficult week. 2 months ago, I had hired someone to work on a project. I had worked with this person in the past without any issues. Although I did not notice this at the beginning of our working relationship, a few weeks ago, I started to feel as though he was not acting in integrity. And as we approached the full moon, many more issues were illuminated. Additionally, I was feeling pressured by other factors regarding this project. When I became fully aware of this person's behavior, which also coincided with yet another stressful event, I became so incredibly angry. I seemed to have hit my breaking point and knew I would have to have a difficult conversation. I had not experienced this level of anger since last year during a retrograde, when a similar situation presented itself. To make matters worse, this person is a supposed fellow lightworker, which was very disappointing to say the least. I believe that part of my rage was feeling as though I had been taken advantage of and somewhat trapped in the situation, because we were so close to completing this project. When I took a look back at this situation, it was fascinating to witness that this circumstance was mirroring the discontent we are all currently experiencing in the collective. I think collectively we are at our breaking point, of feeling as though we can no longer tolerate the actions perpetrated by unscrupulous people in our world that have absolutely no regard for humanity. I think we have had enough of filtering our water because it contains fluoride and other toxins, having to scrutinize our food because it contains harmful ingredients, protecting ourselves from EMFs, detoxing heavy metals due to toxins in our environment. I could just keep going as the list is endless. It seems as though every day we are spending so much time and effort mitigating the damage and circumventing some horrible atrocity that was perpetrated by certain individuals. This is likely setting the tone for the uprising we may experience as we head into eclipse season this month, as we continue working with our north nodes in Aries. Although I know that I have said that we should be focusing our attention on the world we wish to create, it appears as though we're still processing some collective anger, resentment, sadness, etc., which will likely continue until the end of the year, seeing that we have some outer planets that influence the collective in retrograde. I think many of us are also wondering, how do we take our power back? exit the system that is allowing the destruction of the planet, and create this new world. The main event for October is definitely the eclipse season. Eclipses are thought to be transformational and create portals to higher states of consciousness to help guide us along our spiritual journey. Eclipses bring about fated events and coincide with our collective nodes. We collectively and individually have north and south nodes in our chart. The north node indicates the direction we are heading and the particular focus of our growth and development. The south node symbolizes the things we have worked on and what needs to be released. Since the beginning of 2022, collectively, we have been working with the Taurus North Node, which rules the material world, finances, and how we value ourselves, and the Scorpio South Node, which rules transformation and power dynamics. In mid-July of this year, we changed our collective nodes from Taurus Scorpio to Aries Libra axis. Aries, our North Node, which is the sign of the individual, a fiery initiator, will be setting the collective tone for the next year and a half. This energy is going to assist us in moving forward with our vision of being pioneers and becoming self-reliant and empowered. However, Aries is ruled by Mars, so we may be experiencing some fiery uprisings, which if channeled correctly, may be helpful in moving us along this ascension journey. So this full moon in Aries that we just experienced is setting off the eclipse season with a bang. On the 14th, we will be experiencing the Libra new moon solar eclipse. Interestingly enough, the solar eclipse will start just a little north of Shasta in Oregon, and it will appear as though there is a ring around the sun. We will be witnessing a 90% eclipse. We will close out the month, as well as the energies we've been working with since 2021, with a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 28th. Keep in mind we exited the Taurus Scorpio nodes a few months back, and this eclipse will be the completion of this energy. This will definitely feel like an ending. I suspect that leading up to the 28th, there will be a collective focus on finances and the condition of Mother Earth. It is so important for us light workers to clear out whatever is triggering us right now, because October may get pretty rocky in the 3D world. And we need to get grounded in order for us to maneuver whatever the puppet masters of the 3D will throw at us. Let's keep shining our light and focusing on the new world we are creating. Remember, there is nothing to fear. The light has already won. We are moving onward and upward. If you would like to know more, please follow me on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, or check out my website, ChristinaSyd.com. That's Christina with a CH, PSYD.com. Sending all of you lots of love and light from the heart of Mount Shasta. I am so excited to be sharing another amazing month with all of you. Stay tuned for my next podcast in November.